Primetime.
Primetime, that's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I'm having nightmares right now.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses, big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Big Bath and Beyond. Nothing says football like scented soap.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
I tell you, we like where we are. We went north on the corridor, up I-95. We exited. You can go one way to Fernandina Beach. You can go the other way to beautiful Callahan, Florida. And I'll just tell you this, Big Sirs and Matty Hayes, this ain't your granddaddy's Callahan, okay?
No, it's not.
This is a bright new world. Now, the wind is blowing. Hopefully, we will not lose our spot here because we're under the sun, or actually under a little bit of clouds, but a beautiful day. And it's the grand opening for Pine Royale, and it's a par 3, 9-hole course, and they have got a Mac Daddy setup today. Is that still a cool term to use, Mac Daddy? Big Sirs?
Always.
Yeah, okay.
Always, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
So, and I'm telling you, I think everybody in Callahan is here. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I think most everybody in Nassau County's here, bro.
Yeah.
This is, I was trying to explain to JJ how big this event is.
Yeah.
This is the largest non-players championship remote for us ever. And I think for the station ever, actually.
Oh, that's classic. Now, that's discounting XL Primetime Christmas Toys for Tots tournament. But
Correct.
yes,
Obviously. Obviously.
Yeah, but but what they did is they brought everybody out to see what they've been doing. You drive in, you got a beautiful piece of property. It's basically among the pines. It's on the high land, and they have set it up where people can come out and enjoy this 9-hole course. I was just telling Mike Dempsey and Jaguars today that they have illumination around the greens. You can play until 10 p.m.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
A little night golf.
Yeah. And I remember my days at West End back in Gainesville where you had night golf. Those were good times, man. And invariably, if you suck really bad and you play night golf, you can always claim to have found your ball somewhere off to the left or to the right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Matt knows a
like
little bit
night
about
golf
that.
in Gainesville when we were in college.
Yeah, that's what I say. West End. Yeah. You could always claim to have found your ball because no one else could see unless it was under the lights. I got it.
Drop it real quick.
Exactly. And
Not that I ever did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, when you said night golf, I was thinking, is the ball illuminated?
Bro, there's lights all over the course.
All over the course. Okay.
And some of them they have done that where they have the illuminated golf balls.
Gotcha.
And they've tried a lot of different things through the years just to make it cool for people to come out. That way you can see the golf ball in flight, especially if you don't have the whole lit golf course, which is what West End was way back when. I don't even think West End exists anymore, does it? I don't believe so.
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I also think we're way underselling this right now because this is not just a 9-hole par 3 course. They have 12 TrackMan power driving bays with virtual golfing games for all skill levels. They're going to build a water park here. Clearly, there's going to be homes here. Yeah. This is a giant undertaking. They have flown people in from out of state. They're bussing people in.
There are buses.
They're bussing people into this place, okay?
And I if I'm thinking about it, like Wildlight is one of the biggest planned communities in the North Florida area that we've seen. It's Nocatee-esque, if not bigger.
Yes.
And then they bus people in from that area and beyond. And like Maddie just said, there are 4 luxury Provost. Are they Prevost? Prevost. I was going to call it the Provost, like the Prez.
Prevost luxury RV, whatever you call them. Yeah.
Whoa.
Travel buses.
Yeah, those are the comfy ones.
Yes.
Sleep in them and everything.
Yeah.
And they got the big Sir-size chair.
Rollers,
yeah, absolutely.
High rollers.
Yeah, high rollers. Nothing wrong with high rollers.
The big Sir-size chair, which currently you are not sitting in one.
I'm not, am I?
What do you think the risk level is right now of your chair making it through a 2-hour remote?
Well, this one,
yeah,
it's 30.
It is 30?
I've lost some LBs now.
Okay, all right, good.
The ass is lighter.
Listen, all I know is we had a cemetery of chairs on remote.
I remember, yes. I fell out a few of them.
Yeah, we had to get a shovel out and say goodbye to them. But we are hanging out here, and obviously Pine Royale, they're very excited about what they're doing. So really all you got to do is log on and check out if you're wanting to find out more about it from outside of this little world of Callahan and West Nassau.
It's remarkable.
Nassau County.
It's remarkable, honestly.
Listen,
honestly. I mean, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
They have something here in the shop, this huge building here, called a hat lab, where you can design your own custom hat.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I like that. So I'm going to have to get me a Joe C. Can I do it like Hacker would normally do?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. We need to do that.
You should do it, Joe C.
We're all
think I
Joe man here, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I think I may try
Hacker's
that.
ears just perked up when they said you can.
He would always act like it just happened by accident. He had nothing to do with it.
My wife did it for me.
I'm kind of a big deal. All right, so we will be telling you about this place throughout the hours that we are here. But if you are in Nassau County, you can make it over. We would love for you to check it out. The other celebrity that is here besides Big Sirs is E.T.
Yes.
And he's master of ceremonies today.
Absolutely.
And so that's going on as well. So they got the clubhouse is all open and whatnot.
Food trucks and
they've gone to great lengths.
Bro, I'm fixated on this boiled peanut station right in front of me.
Oh,
I got my name's all over that right
okay.
See, how do you say boiled peanuts? Because if you're like Lauren and you're a true Southerner, it's
boiled.
Boiled peanuts.
Oh, boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts.
And that's all. That's like one syllable.
Yeah. Lauren said that to me the other day. I said, wait, how'd you say that? She said boiled peanuts. And I said, all right,
It's
good.
boiled
Very good.
peanuts.
No, not boiled.
It's not boiled, bro.
No,
It's
boiled.
not.
That's what they say up north.
So
It's
the
boiled. Boiled
the D is
peanuts.
silent.
Yeah,
Yeah. Boiled.
It's all one word.
Oh,
Boiled
okay.
peanuts.
Boiled peanuts.
All one syllable, one
Okay.
word.
I'm
All
about
right,
to
so
work
let me
on
ask you a question. What do you? I hate to even admit this because it's that kind of that plain Jane in me, but I just like straight salted,
Really?
boiled peanuts. So you like Cajun spice, or what do you
Oh,
like?
I like it all.
I like them all too.
I like
yeah.
it all too. Yeah.
I like them, but
I
I
don't
just
mind the Frank's hot sauce on it.
No,
No.
not either.
No, not at all.
The boiled peanuts come in different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
I like a little hot.
We're going to
Me
get a
too.
list coming up here in just a second. All right, so Matt, before we get into football, just talk a little bit about what we were talking about a minute ago. The Florida Gators are close to closing out. They got the game.
It's
I think it's an 8:30 tip tomorrow night.
They play Arkansas tomorrow
against
night.
Arkansas.
They can officially lock up the SEC regular season title with a week to go.
Which
If they win, they'll be 14-2. Their two losses are to an Auburn team that's not going to the tournament.
Yeah.
And a Missouri team that may get in. That's like a bubble team right now.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have lost either one of those games.
It does kind of blow your mind. And the other thing that's happening right now is Chinaloo is setting some serious records just in terms of his productivity in the paint. And he has just been a force to reckon with, a baller inside and stuff that I honestly, I have to give him credit for what he has become from last year to this year. All the chatter was, what can Alex Condon do to improve his game? And he has. He came back. They worked the NIL to
By the way,
make
he's
sure.
gotten hot the last 4 or 5 games.
Yes,
too.
and they also hit quite a few threes the other night against Texas.
They're starting to really start to click now. They're shooting the ball better from the perimeter. Condon's getting more comfortable. Yeah, they're playing great defense. They're going to be a tough team to beat in that tournament.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if I was looking at my number 2 seeds. I think I have it right here. So the way things are going, depending on what they do in the SEC, they may be in that conversation to slip in and maybe steal one of those number 1 spots. Right now,
they went out, yeah.
If you look at it, I'm just trying to figure out who gave this to me. This is probably ESPN, maybe Joe Lenardi. Okay, these are the line projections right now. Number 1 seeds, Duke overall number 1 because they just beat Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan 2, Arizona 3. UConn is also on a roll. Don't look now.
Florida's lost to all 3 of those teams, by the way.
Yeah, don't look now. Dan Hurley's got them going again, okay? So UConn is the fourth number 1 seed. Then the 2 seeds, Iowa State, Purdue, Florida, and then Illinois. That's honestly
So here's the thing.
That's the work they're doing.
The SEC is going to have the most teams in the tournament. Again, they'll have like 10, I think.
Yeah, right around
so
there.
if you've got a
They
team
had
that's
14, I believe, last year, which is nuts.
If you've got a team that's run through it, that like if they win their next 3 games, then win out in the tournament,
yeah,
and then they'll have 7 more wins, so that'll put them at 26-5, right? What's their record right now? 26. So they're at right now they're at 22-6. So if they win their next 6 games, and they're at 28-6,
right?
And they're far and away the top of the best conference in college basketball.
Right. You can take a look at the.
You can easily make an argument, even though they lost to Duke, Arizona, and UConn.
Yeah.
At very. By the way, all those games, I think every one of them was under 5 points. The losses. Mm-hmm. So Arizona was 6 points.
Yeah, but it was a 6-1.
Yeah, it was a very close
loss.
game.
Yeah.
Duke was a 1-point loss that they cannot believe they let that game get away, and UConn was a 4-point loss.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could easily make an argument for them to be a 1 seed.
All right, Big Sur, did you see what just walked by?
What happened?
You need to identify that. That's got some smoke on it, man.
Is that barbecue?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Barbecue,
Okay, it looked like a little barbecue. Looked like some leg quarters on it.
Yeah, that got some smoke on it right there.
All right.
And our nice
And
lady
some
right here.
sliders,
So
yeah.
look at it. Just,
look at
just
that.
do it. Look at it. She's just bringing it right over here.
Don't think we won't take some of
and
those.
show Leon. And see what. Let him pick out what he wants. You can go around this way.
I'll get one. Yes, ma'am.
Be
Thank you
careful
very
with
much.
Yeah. Big Sur.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, man.
We get the VIP.
Yeah, I'll take one.
We get the VIP over here on this
Thank you.
side. All right, thank you very much. We are hanging out here at Pine Royale. Let's get into a couple things. I mentioned to Jaguars today that Big Sur is going to take us in Leon's locker room and give us an idea how a less than 31-inch arm cat can get around this big man, which will bring us to some of his stats, what Bill Cowher had to say about him back in the day. We got all that coming up. XL Primetime, Pine Royale Golf Club. You guys need to check it out here in beautiful Nassau.
XL Primetime, driven by Big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. Exclusive access, local voices, unmatched coverage, only on 1010XL.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Teed up by
Atlantic Infinity, Hollis Pools, and Poor Tap Room.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Make more birdies with pointers from the pros on Brunch with the Tour with Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
Tour news, tips, and inside info.
Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation. Tuesday morning at 8:30 on 1010XL.
The Jacksonville Icemen are in town for a pair of games this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, it's Military Night, presented by the Nimnick family of dealerships, as we honor our military, and the Icemen wear special themed jerseys. Then, Sunday at 3, it's a Publix Family Fun Day. Take a shot on goal on the ice after the game. Tickets at Ticketmaster, JacksonvilleIcemen.com, or call 904-602-PUCK. Icemen hockey is #Sub-Zero.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mokama magic is what it's all about. Mokama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mokama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Joe C for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite roofing contractor lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjacks.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Dailies Dash today to get your delicious Duval sub. Dailies is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Barry, your local orthopedic surgeon. In the wintertime here in Jacksonville, it does get pretty cold, and sometimes you wake up with aches and pains in your shoulders and knees. Don't forget to stretch and stay mobilized so these joints don't stiffen up. And if that doesn't work, you can see us at Barry Orthopedics, where we can give you the treatment that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Barry and the entire staff at BarryOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Time to call, not a day. I'll be right there for you. Need a friend.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I have to admit, I kind of miss it when we needed to open up our rock and roll profile, and we kind of went away from big hair heavy metal,
right?
Which is what that was the beginnings of our Rock and Roll Fridays. And Tesla is one of those big hair heavy metal.
So
go back.
So they could probably fit into big hair, definitely.
Yeah, they're totally big hair.
But they're more like rock and roll.
Yeah, they are rock and roll. They're not heavy metal. Like I said, you remember the way we did it. It was big hair or heavy metal.
Right.
It was one of the two. And so anyway, Tesla, rock and roll, and they're going to be at the AMP coming up very soon, JJ. Is that correct?
Yes.
You got tickets?
March 8th, I have a pair of tickets. We're going to be doing this a few times today, so keep listening if you don't win this time. But Picard number 4 right now at 641-1010, and I'll hook you up. They will be live at the AMP, like you said. Tickets are also on sale now at theamp.com.
All right, see, that's so cool. And it's a little bit of a bummer, like we talk about with the stadium improvements here in Jacksonville, that Daly's Place doesn't get to book these acts right now. Well, the AMP is kind of enjoying that because they're getting two-night acts that are coming down there. Anyway, Tesla will be there early March. You can definitely check it out, the AMP right there.
The AMP got Rod Stewart last week.
Yeah.
Which is, I think I know he was because I was there. He was at Daly's 2 years ago.
Yeah. Did you go check him out this time?
1 year ago. No, not this time.
Remember when he was Rod the Bod? Now he's just Rod the old Bod.
He's still the Bod. He's got a little Bod in him, man.
He can still crank it out, which is pretty good. All right, more chances for you to get those Tesla tickets at the AMP. JJ will hook you up at least one more time a little bit later on the show. All right, so we're hanging out here, Pine Royale Golf Club, and they've got the grand opening going on. You can find out all sorts of things in terms of what they're offering right now and what they have planned in the future. Just go ahead and throw a Google on Pine Royale Golf Club right here in beautiful Callahan. All right, so Big Sirs, I want to start out with the idea, and I don't think people are freaking out about it, but they are pointing out that two dudes, Reuben Bain Jr. and Cassius Howe, both standouts when it comes to rushing the quarterback in the college game. They both measured under 31-inch arms, and I saw one stat where they haven't had a first-rounder since 99, and then another one where they hadn't had a player in the top 100 selected with sub 31-inch arms. If they're going up against you, I want you to take us in Leon's locker room and give us an idea of how would a cat get around you with sub 31-inch arms.
Now, the Lemon Pepper Locker Room with Leon Searcy, served up by Wingstop.
All right. Wingstop delivers. Go to wingstop.com or use the Wingstop app. Wingstop also offers service until 1 a.m. Get you some crispy wings over the weekend to 1 a.m.
Until 1 a.m.
1 a.m., baby. 1 a.m.
Right to your door.
Don't forget about the ranch.
Cannot forget about the ranch.
Okay, here's the thing. You know I have a pet peeve when it comes to Compound Joe Cowell. Absolute pet peeve. Then you have to ask yourself this, then how was he able to dismantle all these offensive linemen throughout the season last year with short arms? Technique, fundamental, get off, flipped hips, great knee bend, using their weight against them. It was a lot of times where offensive linemen were falling down their stance, leaning against their stance. He used their weight against them. He tosses them or flips the wrist and bends around the corner. How would I block them? I never liked to play against guys who were my size or my height.
Okay.
Bigger guys never worried me because I always going to stay low. But a guy that was like my height,
That's
like a guy like a Peter Borware was nerve-wracking to me. because Peter never gave you anything to hit.
Right.
You always had. That's why your feet had to be solid. You had to be solid with your technique and fundamentals. I think Ruben Bain. I think his ability to get low, flip his hips, because I've watched film where he gets around guys and then he gets engaged in guys and can't get off of them.
Now, was he just a little over 6'2"?
A little over 6'2", 263, I think, right?
263. Yeah. He's going to
play. So here's my response. I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think they're way too zeroed in on size, weight, times, all that. It's what kind of football player are you?
Yeah.
And do you want to play football?
There you go.
So I agree with everything you're saying. However, I think they're looking at it from the point of view of he didn't face the kind of talent he's going to face now in this league, where guys that are not only as physically impressive as him, but that are more physically impressive with him. Offensive tackles with giant wingspans.
That's true.
That are 325 pounds and they're 6'6". You're not seeing that in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys that know what they're doing, know how to play their game, have worked at their craft for years, right?
I agree.
That's what I think they're concerned about is does he get swallowed up? I'm with you. He's a football player.
Yeah, he's a football player. Yeah, but, well, more than likely, you're right. When it comes to the NFL, the tackles that he's going to face, whether it be on the left tackle or the right tackle, were essentially probably guys who were drafted first, second, third round.
Yeah.
Who've been seasoned now.
Yes.
So that's going to be a concern because if I watched the film, if you use the proper technique against him, you block him. If you use the proper technique against him, kick, slide, punch, and sit, he gets blocked. All right. Guys get in trouble when he gets off. Right. They're behind him. They're leaning. He uses his technique to get around them and all that kind of stuff. That the likelihood of that happening every time in the NFL is probably it's going to be rare.
Right.
It's going to be rare. So at some point you're going to have to ask Ruben to bull rush or something. And if you get
find different ways.
Yeah, because if you get engaged with him,
right.
I'd like to see what Dave Campbell has to say about this.
Yeah. All right, so that's from an offensive lineman.
Another call on the 1010XL hotline driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Big Surge chimed in on blocking a guy like Ruben Bain. Now let's get Coach Campo, if he's the defensive coordinator or our head coach, as we lovingly refer to him, when it comes to a Ruben Bain measuring less than 31-inch arms. How would Coach approach it? Coach, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. The only thing I can say is, how can you guys talk about barbecue when I'm 1,500 miles from you?
and I'm going to tell you this, Coach. Honestly, when the tray of smoke meat walked by us, it had a Texas flavor to it. Texas, it could have been some of that good Texas barbecue that you've been treated to for many, many years.
When I come off the show today, I'm headed right to a barbecue place after that discussion.
You know what? Just to taunt you, I'm going to send you a picture of these sliders they just sent us.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. And by the way, Coach, you would be right at home here, okay? There is no doubt about it. You would be the coach of Callahan, that's for sure. All right, so we just asked Big Sirs, and we wanted to make sure that, like, I don't think you can minimize sub-31-inch arms, but I don't think you need to make it that end all. Ruben Bain and Cassius Howell, both sub 31-inch arms. Are you a defensive coordinator licking your chops to get players like that on your roster, or are you more concerned about that measurement?
Well, I think measurement's important, but that's one of the problems with the combine, because I think what you do there is you might change your opinion on somebody based on measurables at the combine. My whole thing, guys, is the tape doesn't lie. Yeah. If the guy does it on tape against good players, then you go for him. And for me, listen, I watched both of those guys. I'll take either one of them. They both are outstanding athletes with great ability to change direction, to use their hands. That's one of the things I just heard Leon talked about. Is they know how to flip their hips. They know how to use their hands and get into situations. So I don't have a problem with either one of those guys, I guarantee you.
Hey, Coach, I watched some film of Ruben Bain during the offseason while he was training. Coach, he has an old soul. That's why I like him. He has an old school, old soul mentality. He's all about ball. How could you not want a guy like that in your locker room?
You're absolutely right. And believe me, guys, that's exactly what Liam Cohen and Gladstone and Baselli said when they first got here. Give me ball players. Give me guys that love the game, that have a great work ethic. There's no question that those are the guys that you look for. Everybody said the Fisk kid. I think it's Fisk, right? That came out of Florida State
Braden Fisk, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody said, well, he's this, he's that, he's this.
Short arms.
But you watch him on tape, and he does his thing, and that's it.
Yeah, Dave, that's a great example because it was the criticism of him was he has short arms. That's why he fell in the draft. And that's also because he started at CMU and he only played at FSU 1 year. So there was multiple criticisms of him. At the end of the day, he's a ball player. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why we put so much into these times and these heights and weights and measurements and broad jump and standing long jump. And when at the end of the day, I would much rather have not only a ball player, but a guy who wants to be a football player, not a guy who's doing it just because he wants to be paid.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, we had a conversation yesterday, Joe and I on Campbell and Joe, where we were talking about the combine. And really, to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons that the guys that make the decisions here didn't go, in my opinion, because in reality, sometimes you can get. I just read an article today where the guy said, "Oh man, these guys jumped off the screen." Well, yeah, they're good athletes. There's a lot of good athletes out there, but who are they? Are they guys like you're talking about, Matt? Are they guys that, sometimes you fall in love with a guy based on when you see him, run around a little bit. Listen, the pads change a lot of things, and really the background is what you're looking for.
Coach, where would Jimmy put Ruben Bain in his defense? Because they talked about moving him inside at the 3. You keep him at the edge, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And another great example is Russell Maryland, that came from Miami back in the day. A lot of young guys wouldn't know who that is, but we took him with the number 1 pick out of Miami, and no one else in the world would have taken him. But we loved him because we know who he is. And I think when they study Ruben Bain, they're going to find out who he is. And who he is plenty good enough to play in this league and be a pretty good player.
Dave, the pads change everything. Everything. You can run a route in 7-on-7s. You can catch anything thrown at you. You're a quarterback. You can throw it perfectly in 7-on-7s. Or if you're an offensive lineman and defensive lineman, you guys can go at it in individual drills, and one of them can win and one of them can lose. But when those pads go on, man, all of a sudden it's a completely different deal, is it not?
Well, let me just put it this way. We have an example on our Jaguar team right now. When BTJ turned that ball down inside one time, right away everybody said, uh-oh, is he who he really is? Can he come inside? Can he do these different things? And that's still to be proven. And that's what the pads do to you. When those pads go on, it's the real deal. Leon will tell you, listen, it's a battle every time Leon puts the pads on against those defensive linemen. And it's the same thing. If they do it and you see it, then what does it matter exactly what his measurables are?
Cool. Yeah, Coach, you're absolutely right. Mario said this about Ruben Bain and Maui Noah. He said that you're talking about 2 guys who are projected top 10 picks in this NFL draft, and he said during one-on-ones, they sought after each other. That means you're talking about 2 top 10 guys who are going to add it every day on one-on-one. That says you can listen. When you play enough football, you on your team, you know guys you can beat. Or who can't beat you, but you're talking about 2 of the best, and they go on that every day in practice. I said, hey, that's all I need to know about this kid.
But to what Coach was saying, what I brought up initially, Dave, is the pads eliminate all doubt, do they not?
Oh yeah, the pads don't lie.
Yeah, absolutely. And to kind of piggyback off what Leon just said, 2 things. One, Leon will be the first to admit that the reason that he did as well as he did in coming into the NFL and doing all those things was because he went against one of the best college defensive lines every single day as a freshman and a sophomore right on through. The other thing is, yeah, and I'm going to tell you this, guys like Michael Irvin and Deion Sanders, they lined up every day. They wouldn't even go one-on-one unless it was against each other.
Yeah, they wanted it.
That's that's what Leon's talking about right there.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, great stuff. We look forward to visiting with you a little bit longer next week because we will get maybe a little bit of a clearer picture on where this team might be headed. We'll just be days away from free agency, so looking forward to that. And our visit always on Friday. And don't forget, as Coach mentioned, Campo and Joe, you can check out the podcast right now on our social channels.
Hey, guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And have a great day. Have a great day out there. I'm kind of excited listening about that new golf course out there. I think that's something that people will enjoy. So have a great day.
All right, brother. Love you.
Thank you, Coach. They have busted Callahan wide open with this.
Wide
right
open.
By the way, take a picture of the sliders and the dogs and send them to Coach. Just
I already sent him the sliders. I forgot he loves dogs.
Yeah, just to drive him a little crazy because you know he's loving that. All right, now we'll keep it rolling here. I do want to throw out from Matt Miller the arm length. I didn't think we would have this much of a discussion on it, but we are as far as the top sack producers this past year and whether that does mean something or not. So we'll at least throw it out. And then since Coach was talking about old school, Leon was talking about old school, you want to play that Bill Cowher piece on you coming up in just a bit?
Sure.
We will do that. We are hanging out at Pine Royale Golf Club, Callahan. It's right here on Callahan Club Boulevard. You can easily check it out. What they've got is a par 3 9-hole course with so many other amenities planned around this golf course. The TrackMan hitting bays covered with a little roof line across where they can just hit balls and have a big time, all right here at Pine Royale in Callahan.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
It's time to upgrade your ride and trade in your Tesla for luxury with a brand new Cadillac EV.
At Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, we have over 30 Cadillac EVs to choose from.
Feel the power of instant torque and enjoy the range that takes you farther.
You love your Tesla, but it's time to elevate your ride.
Trade in your Tesla today at Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com.
You pick the color and drive away today.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, David Garrard here. If you want a street-legal golf cart that's built with quality and style, check out Dynamic Drives and Designs in Jacks Beach. They have new, used, and fully customized carts from the top brands like Atlas, Dodge, and Pilot Car. Every cart gets a complete expert inspection, so you know it's ready to hit the road. Their team can help you design the perfect custom cart that fits your style and needs. For your custom golf cart, visit dynamicdrivesdesign.com today and see your perfect ride.
This is Victor Patel, CEO of North Florida Medical Center. Have you been in an auto accident? Are you feeling pain or stiffness? Our board-certified team has over 15 years' experience helping patients recover through chiropractic care, physical therapy, pain management, primary care, and neurology. Even minor injuries can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Schedule your free consultation today at nfmcjacks.com. North Florida Medical Center, bringing the care back to healthcare.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Hey Jacksonville, Don here, the big cheese at Taco Lou. Well, everyone knows my wife Debbie is the real cheese at the Lou. We just do what we're told. We aren't a sports bar at all, but we have the best selection of the finest tequilas that Mexico has to offer, and that makes any basketball game more fun to watch. So come into Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach, where we love sports and we love tacos with our tequila. If you're looking for a crew to help with your fiestas at home or work, Taco Lou caters, bringing the tacos to you. Taco Lou in Jacks Beach, where tacos and sports go hand in hand.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller. I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
This is Tesla.
All right, so this is what do you got? This
Modern
is
day cowboy. It's called.
This is not a deep
This
cut.
is a banger, as they would say, Leon.
Yeah, it's not a deep cut, but it is a banger. Oh, I love it. All right, so you will love some Tesla at the AMP.
Oh,
And
yeah.
JJ's got another pair of tickets. Hook him up.
Yep, another pair of tickets to see Tesla live at the AMP. That is March 8th. Tickets are on sale now at theamp.com or be caller number 4 right now, 641-1010.
All right, now you know that we always like the Dirty Dina, okay? We make our way east off of I-95 down A1A Way, and we make it into beautiful Fernandina Beach. But if you turn left and you're in the west portion of Nassau County, you find Callahan. And as we said, this ain't your granddaddy's Callahan anymore, man. They have got the big deal going on. The Pine Royale Golf Club is celebrating its grand opening. It is a 9-hole par 3-er, and they've got the beautiful putting green as soon as you come in. You've got the clubhouse. You've got the full bar setup inside, restaurant, all that stuff that you would
You got
want.
the hat lab, Joe.
The hat lab where you can make your own hat. And E to the T serving as the MC today. We got Aaron basically
playing Yacht Rock.
Yeah. And Aaron's our producer here, making sure that everything's good to go. Yoda is also here from the social side. So there's all sorts of big doings going on. Like we said, Nassau County comes up and they always say hello to XLP, and we 100% appreciate that. That's for sure. We're normally at Mocama or somewhere else, but it's nice to be here at Pine Royale. So big. I do think you can't. Goes back to what you guys said and what Coach Kempo said. Ball players.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but just for what it's worth, this is what Matt Miller put out. The top 10 sack producers in the 2025 season for comparison. Okay? As far as the sub 31-inch arms for the two cats we've been talking about, in particular, Ruben Bain. At the top, Myles Garrett, 35-inch arms, 35. Brian Burns, 33-inch arms. Daniil Hunter, 34. Aiden Hutchinson, 32. Nick Benito, 32. Micah, 32. Josh Sweat, 34-inch arms. Will Anderson, 33. Byron Young, 32. Ruben Bain and Cash is right there at the end. So you say what to that?
Okay, well, he'll be the first 30-inch arm, 10-sack NFL player in history.
I mean, Hutch has 32.
Yeah.
It's 2 inches.
Exactly.
Hey, don't discount
Well,
that.
it's not even 2 inches because he's like really close to 31.
Yeah, do not discount.
Well, none of that. I mean, it's also
that's major.
I mean, Hutch is who he is. One of the top 5 rush ends in the league right now because of his the way he plays relentlessly. Yes,
it's
true. It's
Miles Garrett, the best, right?
Yeah,
because of his motor.
Yes.
I also heard a different take on Ruben Bain today on the NFL Network, I think it was, where they say that he is a ghost pass rusher, which is a term used for a guy who sort of fakes with one arm and then dips and goes the other way a lot. That's his main move, and you don't really need long arms to push if you're that kind of guy.
So the one thing that I immediately think of when you say that, though, JJ, and I'm looking at Leon, don't you you film study like a mother, and whatever it is that he does best, you're going to figure out a way to neutralize it?
Yeah, you are. As offensive lineman, you do. If you're doing your due diligence.
Yeah.
Because I used to keep a notebook on the guys that I used to play up against, on their tendencies, right foot lead, if they step back, if they lead, what they lead with, all that kind of stuff like that. So I had the notes. So you got all this information now. If you're offensive lineman, that's why you listen. The great Jackie Slater told me this. He said, when you stop learning, hang them up.
Yeah.
This is true. You got to be a lifetime learner, man.
Exactly. He said, when you stop learning, hang them up. So when they figure you out, guess what? You got to bring something else to your arsenal. You got to keep reloading. So I mean, he's going to understand that. I mean, there's going to be a certain time in the game. It might be a certain time in the season where he's on a nice little roll with sacks, and then might be a little lull sleep. Then you got to revamp yourself to come up with other stuff to get around and get sacks and quarterbacks.
But it's also true that a lot of dudes that have, let's just say, one big move. I'm not saying Ruben Bain doesn't have more than that, but some of those cats come out of college thinking that that's going to get them home, a la Dante Fowler and some of the other guys. And you got they got exposed.
You can't be a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the pads go on.
Yeah, you can't be a one-trick.
Right, and then it's all of a sudden you got to find a way to do more.
Right.
And that's not unlike, by the way, Trayvon Walker.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And Trayvon is another guy that at least Walter Football put out the report that the Jags are in talks to extend him. So we will see. But he has to come up with more things.
If he wants to be that 15, 16 sack guy, he's got to do more.
By the way, Bain was such a better pass rusher in college than Trayvon was. Not even close. We're talking about different levels.
Well, and he played that position, whereas Trayvon was being moved all over the place, which just drives you bananas when you go back and look at it. And top 10 producer this year was Aiden Hutchinson. So give me a break. All right, to the Bill Cowher.
Real quick, by the way, Kirby did Trayvon a disservice by moving him all over.
Yeah.
Literally just put him on the edge and say, go get the quarterback.
Well, he got him drafted number 1 overall.
I know, but I'm saying for professional development is what I'm saying.
But aren't you just trying to win now as a college coach?
Yeah, you are. There's no doubt you are. All I'm saying is, at some point you got to look at, all right, what's the best for the kid too?
Yeah, but every coach is like, I'm going to find the best way to get my W. Not
yes,
his.
Of course, I get that. I totally get that. And disservice is probably a bad word, but it's just.
But they moved Nakobe Dean around. They moved Nolan Smith around. They did some other things with other guys. But it was Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis they weren't moving because they were men in the middle. And then they would kick Trayvon down in certain pass rush situations. And he still can be what this team wants and hopes for him to be, but he is not winning the battle against Aiden Hutchinson as a pure pass rusher.
Don't they have a pass rush school?
Yeah, the Summit.
The Summit.
I think they do. The Von Millers, one of those guys.
It's not taken, bro.
Huh?
It's just not taken because apparently he went to it, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's keep it rolling. We are here at Pine Royale. Let's say hello to the folks here that had this vision and brought it out of the ground. We will do that coming up, but we will get back to the Bill Cowher sound on Big Search. We are hanging out. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Search, JJ holding it down in JJville.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. Your home for Florida Gators basketball is 1010XL.
The SEC's top teams tangle in the swamp for a tournament tune-up. Florida, Arkansas. Tomorrow night at 8 on 1010XL. Create a backyard your family will love. Jack's Outdoor Solutions, an authorized dealer of Celebrity Greens, installs PGA quality artificial turf golf greens and complete outdoor spaces. From turf to custom hardscapes, landscaping and lighting, every project is built for style, durability, and family fun. Locally owned and trusted across Northeast Florida, customers rave about their results. Check their 5-star reviews on Google. Plan your dream backyard today at jacksoutdoorsolutions.com.
After an accident, the last thing you should worry about is how you are going to afford a lawyer. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, there are no upfront fees. because we don't get paid unless you do. You heard that right. We don't get paid unless you do. Our team fights insurance companies every day to pursue the compensation our clients deserve. It's that simple. Get started at CampionLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campion Law.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 27, 2012, Kobe Bryant breaks Michael Jordan's record for career points scored in the All-Star game, finishing with 27 points and setting the new record at 271.
The road to March runs through Jacksonville. The 2026 Atlantic Sun Conference men's and women's basketball tournament is coming to VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Catch all 24 Division I basketball programs in action March 3rd through 9th. Reserve your seat today at asunsports.org/tickets. Jacksonville is the destination for ASUN basketball. Get your tickets to the 2026 Atlantic Sun Conference men's and women's basketball tournament today. asunsports.org/tickets.
Discover downtown Jacksonville's newest go-to spot. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville brings you 2 floors of over 80 self-pour craft beers, wines and cocktails, plus live sports, live music, and private event space. And right next door, Pizza Dynamo fires up made-to-order pizzas, slices and calzones, packed with bold flavor. Pair a pint with a fresh pie at Pizza Dynamo and Pour Tap Room, downtown at Laura and Forsyth.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, when a customer goes to buy a diamond, how do they know what they are getting?
Frank, that's a good question because what they know comes from the assurances given by the seller, and they can only judge based on the knowledge and reputation of the selling store. Now, over the last 25 years, I've seen some customers misled, and unfortunately, Underwoods was the bearer of bad news too many times. In the 1980s, we saw diamonds brought in with exaggerated grades and no laboratory grading reports. Then in the 90s, we saw some of the poorest cut diamonds ever, even though they had laboratory reports on weight, color, and clarity. Then the American Gem Society opened a laboratory and started grading diamonds for cut, and poorly cut diamonds got priced for what they were. Now we see diamonds from the internet and other places where diamonds are bought sight unseen with a lab report and a bogus appraisal. Unfortunately, not all those diamonds match the reports they're sold with, but how would a customer know? Probably today more than ever, the truest statement is, if you don't know diamonds, you better know a jeweler you can trust.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
I always say Florida Home AC is cool. This place that we are at today is cool. Pine Royale Golf Club, as we are celebrating their grand opening. And it looks like a winner right off the bat, does it not, Matt?
Yeah.
And we got Don Winter with us, who is the guy behind it. Would you call yourself the brains behind this, Don?
I don't know about that, but I am the owner. I've got some great people who may be the brains behind it, but great joy to be here today.
All right, so how did it go down? Because, my running joke is this ain't your granddaddy's Callahan because listen, I'm a good old boy from North Florida, and you would come up here, and you were either hunting turkey or hunting deer or hunting boar.
Yeah.
This is a whole different deal.
It is. Yeah, we have people all over the country here, and I say they were excited about what's happening. I say people here in Callahan thought this was never going to happen when we gave this vision out, and now it's here. It's open. It's amazing. So there's nothing like it, not only in Callahan, but there's nothing like this in Northeast Florida.
It's like an amusement park. It's unreal. So you have a water park planned.
Yes.
What other planned things do you have coming in?
Yeah, so coming up soon is water park. The big, huge miniature golf course opens here in the next couple weeks. We got water park, arcade, more restaurants, tons of places to stay for your family and friends coming in from anywhere in the country. All the amenities you expect from the best resorts, say in Orlando or other places in the country, right here in Callahan, Florida, which is hard to believe.
So would you, real quick, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you expect to eventually put a 18-hole golf course here?
We don't, no. So this is a little different. So there's lots of obviously great 18-hole golf course around the Jacksonville area. This is different. This is meant to be fun for anybody at any level of golf. Come out with your kids. Come out with your spouse. Come out here if you just want to you only have an hour and you just want to have some fun with some friends. You can play the course, artificial turf, first of its kind, unbelievable technology, driving range, putting, all kinds of fun to come out here and have a good time. This isn't for professional golf. This is to come out here and have fun.
We're talking with Don Winter, DOP Capital, and, of course, one of the big guys behind this Pine Royale Golf Club. And I always talk about this. Look, I tell my wife, TLD, the lovely Diane, how long is it going to take you to play golf? About 8 hours, okay? About 8 hours. But you can come out here, like you said, because golf, if anyone complains about anything, it's the length of time that they're on the golf course. And so you can soak up an hour's worth or whatever.
Yeah, you can come out here for an hour and play a 9-hole course. You can come out here and play with the tracer technology and use the driving range and do some things you've probably never done before. You can come out here and have some great food and entertainment, just sit and relax and watch people having fun. You spend an hour out here, you can spend 3 hours out here. It's a great time.
So when you first broached the idea of doing this in Callahan, Florida, how many people said, "Are you out of your mind?"
Everybody from Callahan and most people from Jacksonville.
Well, this is remarkable what you guys have done here.
Yeah.
How long does from the first shovel on the ground to now has it been?
3.5 years to get to today. Yeah, wow. So it's been a long journey. This was an 18-hole golf course a long time ago.
Deerfield.
It was. It was.
And so, Don, just a couple more before we turn you loose. The idea, like you said, North Florida, visionary-wise, the growth that's taken place from wildlife and everything else. Are you thinking maybe if this keeps going, you're going to have this kind of a theme park area surrounding this bad boy?
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, I live in Northeast Florida. We're very invested. We're behind Gateway Jacks, redeveloping downtown Jacksonville. We're investing all over the market, and we think the growth that's going on here in this region, this is the perfect time to be investing here in Callahan. 10 minutes from the airport, a destination to spend a whole week with your family if you don't live here, or come spend a fun day on the weekend during the weekday of the summer with your kids or with a few buddies. This is going to be a lot of fun.
All right, so tell everybody how they can find out about it.
Yeah, you can go to pineroyale.com. You can find us online. Check us out on social media, Pine Royale. It's a place you want to come check out for yourself.
Now, once they get the water park, can we bring Big Surfs back for that?
Absolutely.
We put them up on the top of the slide and send them down?
All for that.
Okay.
That'll be on the grand opening of that part for sure.
All right, Don. Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it. All right, Don Winter, DOP Capital, and, of course, Pine Royale. You can check it out here. I don't know where the Big Surfs. We're trying to get him on a motorbike down at Daytona, now on the water park here at Pine Royale, which will be kind of fun. All right, so let's get into the 1 o'clock hour. We're going to say hello to our dude Ryan O'Halloran in about 15, 20 minutes from now. But you guys are more than welcome to jump into the Combine conversation. Do it, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies.
My plan is to adopt a new style, a combination that requires the highest level of conditioning, speed, creativity, most of all,
1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Shoot your shot with PrizePicks and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. Don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks, PrizePicks. It's just that simple, everybody. Pick 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. And now PrizePicks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At PrizePicks, how you play is up to you. You can choose flex play and get paid even if one of your picks misses, or power play. for the biggest payouts. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play 5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Tom McManus buckles his chin strap as he joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
I just love a man in uniform.
Helmets and heels. Afternoons 2 to 4. Served by Queen Law Group on 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jacksonville, it's official. Men's professional soccer is back with the USL Championship. Your Sporting Jacks Pro Soccer Club kicks off its historic first men's season on March 7th, bringing fast, physical, world-class soccer back to the First Coast. This is more than a new pro sports team. It's world-class soccer played on a national and international stage. Be there from the very beginning. Season tickets with seats starting at just $10 per match. On sale now at sportingjacks.com. Sporting Jacks. Pro soccer, pro Jacks.
Ace Carline here for Atlantic Infiniti, and yes, I'm still loving my new QX60. Right now, you can lease one or lock in just 1.9% financing for 60 months, and every new Infiniti comes with the Atlantic Infiniti Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value. That's one of many reasons why I bought mine there. No pressure, no games, just a great experience. Make your next ride an Infiniti from Atlantic Infiniti. Visit AtlanticInfiniti.com or the showroom near Atlantic and St. John's Bluff.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hi, it's Tara Loggeman. Jeff and I love Local Fair Jacks for fresh eggs, quality meat, produce. It's all from local farmers. There's no scary recalls, just food you can feel good about feeding your family. Learn more at localfairjacks.com.
I'm Max Fink with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Southern Oak Insurance. Ahead of free agency opening up in March, there's been a trade within the AFC South. The New York Jets have traded defensive end Jermaine Johnson to the Tennessee Titans in exchange for the Titans defensive tackle Devondre Sweat heading up to New York. Johnson was a first-round pick out of Florida State in 2022. He was a Pro Bowler for the Jets in 2023. It's 74 degrees at 1 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
What's on your mind? And who is the reason you're living? Oh.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
So this is some good big hair. Tesla.
It's not big hair. It's more rock and roll, man. I'm telling you. Leon would like Tesla, I think.
Oh, it's big hair.
I think a lot of people love Tesla.
If you went out to the amp, you'd like Tesla.
Yeah. And so, last pair of tickets, JJ?
Last pair to see Tesla live at the AMP March 8th. Tickets are also on sale at theamp.com. Or be caller number 3 right now, 641-10-1010, and I'll hook you up.
See, the thing is, when you say big hair, I think of like Poison with the makeup. And that's not these guys.
Yeah, but Tesla crosses
They have long
over.
hair.
Yeah, they cross over as far as some of their big hair music because it's not just it's that type of music. If you go, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the channel that's out there. Anyway, you know what big hair is, and it is that
big
Poison.
hair is Poison.
And all those.
So who's Van Halen?
Rat.
Yeah.
Van Halen's not big hair.
Yeah, they're just rock and roll.
Okay.
They just rock and roll.
They're just rock and roll.
Right, like right, JJ. That's like Poison.
Yeah.
Thank you, JJ.
There you go. But Tesla, like I said, they weave in and out of that.
Dawkins is big hair.
Out of that space.
Whoa, Dawkins big hair?
They are big hair, yeah. Not now, not in the now, here and now, but back then, yeah. Don't be ridiculous, JJ.
All right, let's go to big hair Bill Cowher right now. Okay?
No hair.
And let's hear from him just because Big Surge with the evaluation that went on. Can you tell the story? Can you set this up before we hear from him? Just as far, because he lauded the hell out of you.
This was not this Super Bowl, the last year's Super Bowl.
The last year's Super Bowl, yeah.
And the guy who co-wrote my book, Fourth Down the Damn Alignment Story, he had a press pass there, and he ran into Bill Cowher, and Bill Cowher had some choice words to say about the big fella.
First-round draft pick was Leon Searcy. Can you talk a little bit about Leon in terms of the impact he had in the early years with the Steelers?
Well, my first pick was an offensive tackle, Leon Searcy, and what I loved about him was his toughness. So you talk about new coaches and trying to build culture. To me, there's no greater message being sent about the fact that we're going to be a running team and we're going to start up front. So we build our team from the inside out, and Leon Searcy was that very first building block. And I'm very proud to say that. Leon, I love you. Thank you for everything you did for us. You didn't say you're a man of very few words, but your action spoke volumes.
No, I feel all tingly inside. No, but here's the thing that I can appreciate about Bill Cowher is that I didn't have a phenomenal combine. All right, I mean I had a really good pro day.
Yeah,
but I didn't have a good combine, and in my measurables. Essentially, I thought I was going to be a tackle. I ended up getting drafted as a guard, but the reason why I played tackle is because I have long arms for a short person, so to say. But Bill,
what did you measure? Arms?
My arms were 35 and a half.
I thought you said 35 and a half.
35 and a half, hands 9 and a half, something like that.
Wow.
Just dream about that stuff.
So you knew the Steelers. You knew the Steelers had to watch the film.
Yeah,
had to watch the film at Miami, and they probably watched the games that against my rivals, against Penn State, Florida State. If you're a scout, you're watching the big games, see how you respond to it in the big games, whatever.
Saw the punch.
Exactly. Saw the punch.
And trust the tape.
Trust the tape. Absolutely trust the tape.
And I think
the first thing he said is he drafted me because of my toughness.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We ain't the only show that's ever going to say that, but we're going to say it a bunch. If it does play out where Jimmy Gladstone's and the scouting department and everybody that's involved in terms of making choices on who your players are going to be, like I said, they hopefully will get in a position where they decide who gets to wear the teal and black, who has done enough to wear the teal and black. And if they coach, Liam Cohen coaches this club like Bill Cowher coached your club, then obviously the results are going to be there. But he trusted the tape.
And what they did in Pittsburgh, which I'm noticing with Liam Cohen, everybody's not suited to wear your equipment.
Correct.
That's the way you got to treat the Jaguar logo, the emblem, all that. You got to treat it like gold. Everybody doesn't get to wear us. If you ain't about us, you don't wear us. You got to be selective in the guys that you bring in that locker room because now we're trending. So you want to make sure that you're getting guys love the game, get after it, and wear that Jaguar logo with pride.
So here's what I always think of. It's not just physical toughness; it's mental toughness too, and I think you can do that at any level of football. A classic example is at Georgia. They have in their football office, their football facility, they've got the big G logo, all right, in the middle of the walkway, the main walkway. Okay,
yeah,
you can watch players and coaches. They walk around it. They don't walk over it. And I know it sounds hokey and corny, but that's the way they think. That's what Leon's talking about. Like when he walked into the Steelers facility, you see those 4 Super Bowl trophies. That's everything.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So it's not just physical toughness; it's mental toughness. It's how badly do you want it, and what are you willing to sacrifice for it?
And the Steelers used to close the side doors, so you had to walk through the locker. You had to walk through the lobby to get to your locker. They was closed on purpose. They made sure you saw those Lombardi, and before you made that right to go into your locker room, you had to walk past the Lombardis.
So this brings me to one other thing real quick. Because we pulled the sound. JJ pulled the sound yesterday from a John Summerall interview that he was doing. Summerall, no H, no E, but he is he. And he talked about
that's a hat.
Billy Napier and what was going on, particularly in the weight room, because a standard was set when you're up in Pittsburgh. What Matt just said about Kirby and Georgia. If Summerall can do that, reinstall a standard in Gainesville that hadn't been there at least during the Napier years, listen to this sound as far as what Summerall had to say about the weight room and basically getting this team back to where they need to be.
Where I feel like we've had to really push the envelope here in developing this team is in the weight room, doing some of the dirty work, maybe to Coach Meyer's comment earlier, becoming a little bit more calloused. I think it maybe it became a little too casual or a little too complacent, a little too comfortable. And so I think those things are probably where we've needed the most attention. That starts at the line of scrimmage. We got a long way to go, man. Like the first workout we had here when we deadlifted, and I went in and deadlifted with the O-line. Like I did the workout they were doing, man. And I'm sitting here going, this is not where we need to be as an SEC O-line yet. We're going to get there. It's coming. But and there's been a ton of growth just in the last 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was under Herb. They were maniacal in the weight room under Herb.
Yeah, that's when you can set records.
I think Timmy's talked about this too on our show.
Yeah,
you get in that weight room and you are literally fighting each other.
Yeah.
When you're working.
That was on Urban's show, by the way.
Yeah.
And you had that same approach and attitude in the weight room?
You have to create a culture. When he said they're too comfortable, that doesn't mean there's a lot of complacency. There's a lot of guys drinking water, sitting down, relaxed by the fan. I mean, if you ain't
waiting, a lot of guys waiting.
No, if you ain't waiting,
you hate that.
I hate lines.
Just know that I'm ultra soft.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, get you a rep in.
Yeah.
Get you a rep in.
You hate lines more than anything.
I do, bro. I can't stand it, bro.
So Summerall's on the Herb show, like JJ said, and if he's stealing a page from Herb, the good page from Herb, it's that. Create that competition.
You got to create that culture. Listen, Jimmy Johnson used to say this. He said the games are played on Saturday, but they're won in the off season.
Yeah.
And off season is important.
Yeah, it's I'm telling you, Joe, it's mental toughness too. Like you
better believe it,
So
bro.
listen, I wrote something about Summerall today at USA Today, and you can read it there, right? How the Florida program got roasted. He was sitting there. Yeah. He's taking strays, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee you he's not forgetting that, okay? That's number one. Number two, this is the anecdote I want to tell everybody about this cat, okay? Last year in the season over against Northwestern at Tulane, okay, Summerall wanted Tulane to wear white jerseys. Now, you can't wear white at home unless the other team agrees.
Yeah.
It's an NCAA rule. Northwestern said no. So Tulane beat them 23-3 and held them to 236 yards. And Summerall, after the game, the first thing he says is, you're not going to disrespect New Orleans like that. And if you do, you're going to run into it. And I'm telling you right now, if you're a Florida fan, you hear that, you're not going to respect Florida like that, and if you do, you're going to run into it. That's what you want to hear.
Coach angry, play angry, coach bent, play bent, any way you want to look at it. But he needs to restore some of those standards because, as Big Sirs talks about, and you mentioned with Georgia, there are standards to be met. And this team used to do that, the one we're talking about. And we're going to find out whether they can do it again or not. Alabama's facing the same thing. You think there was a standard?
You better believe they are.
You think there was a standard when Old Nick was there? Hell yes, there was. Is there a standard now? Enough of a standard with Kalen DeBoer? They're going to find out.
Substitute teacher. That's what happens when the substitute teacher comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Kellen DeBoer is, the substitute teacher.
Yeah.
They're getting away a little bit more than they did with Nick, and it's starting to show on the field.
And here's another one, Mike Norvell. What is the standard? I think JJ pointed out in one of our notes that did they cancel the spring speaking tour with Norvell for this spring?
They did, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to it.
Me too, singing in the rain.
Yeah, it's so...
I guess the boosters weren't excited to go hear the guy that they don't have enough money to buy out talk.
Yeah, and so that is a huge nag.
That ain't good.
Yeah, and when the Golden Chiefs say, you know what, hey, we're trying to set up this tour, can we line up a date to get the – no, we're good. We're good. That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
And so I'm just taking it back to obviously the stalwarts in the game, the guys that set the standard, the Bobby Bowdens, the Spurriers. You can go to obviously what Jimmy Johnson did down there. You can go to Irv. You can go to any of the other ones. But Kirby and Nick, those right now are the guys that have over time have proven that when you come here, you have to deliver or you won't be long in that spot. They will send you packing.
I think that's what they're trying to build here with the Jaguars. And I think a perfect example of that is the second game of the season when Liam Cohen's pounding on his chest, screaming at Trevor, put it on his chest.
Yeah.
And again, Trevor was just like, oh, come on, man, I'm in the middle of the battle here. But at the end of the day, Trevor saw that.
I firmly believe
and the rest of the team saw that.
Yeah. I firmly believed it then. It needed to happen, and I firmly believe that it would yield results in the end. And I'm not sure that was the impetus of everything, but it was an important piece when you tell the story of how this team got it going. When he said, let it rip, that was another important piece of when this team got it going. But I do like the comparison that you're putting together. If this group can bring that edge to this team, that's the edge that you had with TC back in the day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, TC, first of all, you know he was a particular on time, okay? Mm-hmm. All right? So if we spent not enough time in the weight room, he would tell us to go back there and do more extra sets, all right?
I love that.
He would, because there was a time frame of 2 hours. If we come in there an hour and a half an hour, he would send us back in the weight room. Find something else to do. You're not done. You're out. You're a lot of hours, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Get it in. I mean, TC, listen.
I love that. Find something else to do.
Find something else to do.
And that includes lifting weights.
Yes, lifting weights. Go do some extra sets. I mean,
right, because God help you if he found you in there just hanging around.
Right.
Bro, we used to call him drive-bys because he would just go in the weight room, and he would go in there and just blast you if you're struggling with a weight.
In front of everybody.
Everybody, he don't care. He's trying to win ball games. I need strong men.
Yeah.
I need you to get it done. Put the time and the effort in.
I think one of the things that you pointed out last year, and we probably all did it to a degree, but the fourth quarter fails, the fourth quarter flameouts, any of the way we would describe it, the one-score games when you're 3-10. Yeah. Those are the things you're talking about in the offseason.
But listen, if I was playing with a guy and we had to run and he didn't touch the line, look, if you're cheating me now, how can I depend on you to do your job in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, when it's 3rd and 9, you're going to cheat me again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So TC was a particular on that too. He had people. He wanted you to do. If you couldn't be perfect, he wanted you to strive to be.
Yeah, exactly. And let me tell you something. Teamwork can deliver results because
and
that's
peer pressure too,
yes,
bro.
You better believe it. That's what teamwork is, man.
Yeah.
It's basically saying, hey, we're going to do this together and we're going to be the best at what we do. I'm putting you on account. You're putting me on account. So, all right, I love it. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Let's say hello to Ryan O'Halloran. He spent the better part of his week. He may still be up there in Indianapolis at the NFL Combine. We'll say hello to the columnist of the Florida Times Union next on XLP.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. It's more than great drives, stellar shots, and perfect putts. 1010XL is your radio home for the Players' Championship with live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by
Dynamic Drives and Designs,
Wingstop,
and North Florida Medical Centers.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Take a walk on the wild side and step into the great outdoors.
Look at this beast.
Captain Kevin and Captain Kirk join Jeff Lageman every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on the Nimnit Outdoors Show.
You got it.
On 1010XL.
We don't have too many cold nights on the First Coast, but when the temperature drops, you want to hit the heat button and warm up. That's where Florida Home comes in. They're the AC experts in Jacksonville, and the importance of keeping your heating system in good working order is really important. If it stops working when it gets cooler, Florida Home will leap into action and provide you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out, Garage Door 911, GarageDoor911.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Mark your calendar for Friday, April 17th at the Yards for the second annual Birdies and Bounces, presented by the Mackenzie Noel Wilson Foundation. This premier golf and pickleball tournament brings together competition, community, and purpose for an unforgettable day on the course and courts. Proceeds benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida, helping create great futures for local kids. Register or learn more at bgcnf.org and click events. Join us for a day of fun and impact for youth in our community.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, company mascot at your service.
There are two important steps to installing the perfect garage floor. The two-stage coating application, sure, but nothing is more important than preparing the floor. Our team uses diamond grinding machines to grind your floors to a smooth, level finish. Only then can we...
Hold on! You grind garage floors with perfectly lovely diamonds?
No, Chester. We grind floors to perfection using the very best ugly diamonds. Too ugly for jewelry, but perfect for the grinding pads we use to prep the surface.
Perfect preparation and application. Now that's a perfect marriage.
Ugly diamonds?
Check. Perfect preparation?
Check. Smooth, gorgeous, gleaming floors that really catch your eye? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. I am attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyoublow.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Let's say hello to Ryan O'Halloran, the columnist for the Florida Times Union and Jacksonville.com. He has been holed up in Indianapolis with the NFL Combine. Did you fly back, or are you still up there, big bro?
Good journey, guys. I'm still here, headed to the airport after this call, and we'll be back tonight.
All right, love it. So, a full week for you, minus having Jimmy Gladstone's and Liam Cohen, the big brass up there. From a Jaguars point of view, what did you get out of the week?
Well, I hope my boss isn't listening to this. Not a lot, but no, I kid. We had a bunch of local kids here from Jacksonville, so it was good visiting with them. But also, when you don't have a first-round pick, the team you cover doesn't have a first-round pick, you're really throwing darts at the board because they don't draft until 56. There could be a run on positions. There could be trade-ups, trade-downs. So you really are trying to project here. But if they need an edge rusher at 56, they're going to be able to get a good one. That is the consensus around the Combine this week, and the same thing with a corner.
So, Ryan, I mean, there hasn't been any group out since you've been there that's been impressive to you as far as the running and the lifting and anything like that? Any group that stood out?
I mean, they started yesterday, Leon. The linebackers, they ran really fast. And Sonny Styles from Ohio State ran like a 4.46 for a linebacker. And then he jumped out of the dome. So, we'll get defensive backs today, quarterbacks tomorrow, and then wrap it up with the O-linemen. But that's what stood out yesterday was these are guys 220, 230 who are running really fast, and running faster than safeties who are all pros in the NFL.
All right, so you talked to the personnel there, Ryan. Has your thought process of where they go in the second round changed, or are you still thinking defense, maybe even edge?
Yeah, 100% defense, Matt. And you just look at the depth chart and where their needs are, and it's pretty easy to connect those dots. And I think what they do in the free agent and or trade market is really going to dictate what part of the defense they address early. I mean, but I could see them, let's say they signed an edge in the second wave of free agency. That doesn't preclude them from drafting one in the second round or any of their 3 picks in the third round. The thing that's going to be tricky for them moving forward is if they don't re-sign Buster Brown at corner. If he gets a really great offer they're not prepared to match, then I think that creates corner as a need. If they really like Jerry and Jones is more of a jack of all trades and a sub-package role.
Yeah, it's funny because we've been doing our midweek mock a day late that we started a couple weeks ago, and at least I think I'm fighting. Am I taking cornerback because I think Travis Hunter may or may not be exactly what they want him to be, or am I not taking cornerback because Travis Hunter may be what they want him to be? So I'm fighting that right now.
Yeah, and that's what I think the veteran route. Not a big money guy because those are a lot of times those corners don't hit the market, but. I would probably want a veteran presence if Buster Brown does not re-sign with the Jaguars because Travis Hunter, for all intents and purposes, he's going to be starting over. I mean, he didn't play a ton of corner through before he got hurt, so that's going to be a transition. He's not going to be. I doubt he's going to be an OTA. So, you have Jordan Lewis as a veteran presence in the nickel spot. Maybe you want to add some experience to play one of those outside spots.
So, Ryan, I did my mock draft this week, all right? I anticipated them not signing Devin Lloyd and ATN. So if they have to go get a linebacker, edge guy, and they have to go get a running back, which pick do you think that they're used for?
Well, I think in the second round, you go with the pass rusher because there tends to be a run on those in that premium round. In the third round, then I think, Leon, in your mock draft, it's going to be tackle, guard. Right.
I had to sprinkle them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Listen, no one likes a guard till you need one.
Yes, exactly. So I think they're set there. But in the third round, you hit it. I think running backs got a priority if ETN doesn't come back. Off-ball linebackers got a priority because I don't think Devin Lloyd's coming back. You need to find guys who can play in week one because they're going to be replacing guys who helped you win a division title. So if you had to draw it up in any kind of order for those first 4 picks on that Friday night of the draft, a pass rusher, an off-ball linebacker, a running back, and then if there's anything left at defensive tackle who can provide any kind of interior pass rush.
All right, 2 quick questions. One is Kaiser. Do you think they like what they have, or do you think this is the reason why they're going to go after a linebacker? And number 2, you've been there now for a while. You've talked to the personnel there. What's the feeling on the Jags right now, where this franchise is headed?
Yeah, I'll start with Kaiser, Matt. There's just an unknown there. He didn't get on the field a lot, then he got hurt. But when Devin Lloyd was banged up, they sort of went to Ventrell Miller. So what does that mean for Kaiser moving forward? So, and also Branson Combs is on the roster. He was on practice squad and he got called up. As for the Jaguars, this should have been a week where they are one of the stars of the show. Hey, 4-13 to 13-4. Should have beat Buffalo in the playoffs. Could have made a run to the Super Bowl. Have 4 picks on night 2 of the draft. Instead, why aren't they here? That was the only storyline about the Jaguars this year. Nobody asked me about Travis Hunter. Nobody asked me about Trevor Lawrence. It was, okay, you're telling me none of their top guys are here? Granted, fans probably don't care about that, but other teams were talking about it.
We're talking with Ryan O'Haller, and you can definitely find him on X at Ryan O'Haller, and, of course, Jacksonville.com and the Florida Times-Union. Let's spend the last few minutes with the NFLPA, and, of course, as usual, things get leaked. I love that they get leaked, and the NFLPA grades come out. The Jaguars, I want to roll through at least a couple of the grades that they had, okay? You've had a chance to look at these, of course, I'm assuming, right, Ryan O?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to hit them, and then you guys jump in wherever you want. Treatment of families, B+. Home field, B+. Food and dining, B+. Nutritionist, A-. Locker room, A-. The training staff, A-. Weight room got an A. So did the strength coaches. Position coaches got a C. I was interested in that. Let's stop off there, Mr. O'Halloran. What did you get? What did you take out of that?
I mean, it was really the only one that was a demerit, but this category did not exist last year, so there's no comparison to what they voted for the previous staff. And the bad part about this report card being under lock and key is last year they include some comments with each letter grade. Okay, why did you give it a C? And so we don't have that insight, and also we don't have. Hey, maybe one position coach or one position group really graded their guys low, and that brought everybody else down.
So the position, I don't need my position coach to be liked.
That's the truth.
To be fond of. I like that he got the C. Probably wish they had the D.
It's interesting, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Yeah. No, and it's okay. Is that players by and large is okay. Can this guy make me better? Do these guys give me put stuff in my toolbox to make me get better? So to me, that's it's something it's definitely worth something asked to Liam Cohen. Is that if that one was a little bit of a concern for him?
All right, let me throw a few more at Ryan O. Coordinators, B+ for the offense, A for the defense. So Anthony Campanile got his love. Special teams coordinator Heath Farwell got an A+. Liam A-. General manager A-. Ownership an A. Anything out of that?
Heath Farwell was from the previous staff, so he got an A+. Liam Cohen got a better grade than Doug Peterson. One of the knocks on Doug Peterson in the survey last year was he didn't listen to the players, didn't take care of the players. One thing you saw about Liam Cohen is he did talk to the captains. Remember when they throttled back with their padded practices? I mean, the first couple months, actually, he'd go really hard on Thursdays, full pads. He tapered back on that, partly because of the rules, but partly because he talked to his veterans. So I think he is pretty well respected in that locker room. But, hey, let's face it, 13-4 helps.
Yeah, that was my next thought, Ryan. I want to get your deeper thought on it as well. It's a lot easier to get good grades when you're winning. Like, there's a reason there were bad grades over the last 3 or 4 years. They're losing games, right?
Doug Peterson, what was it, Ryan, a C- as a head coach?
Yeah,
I think?
yeah.
And that 31st in the league?
Yeah. Yeah, and how much of the roster this year was acquired by this GM, this head coach? 35-40%. So they're going to give guys who brought them in, guys who paid them, a grade. That's why you take this. It's great talking points. You do take it with a slight grain of salt, but also the things that I look at is some of these teams got really bad grades with their training staff, and that means the players don't trust the trainers. That's a problem for those teams. It doesn't appear to be an issue here in Jacksonville.
I'm going to get a position coach to tackle E to the T right now, okay? Emmanuel's serving as a master of ceremonies, and he is giddy-upping right now. He is loving it right now here at Pine Royale. By the way, Ryan, I don't know how many times you come up to Nassau County. There are more Hawaiian shirts in Callahan than I think I've ever seen before in my life. Ever.
It's Gary Smith there right now.
There's a lot of Gary Smiths here.
I was hoping that you would take that. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, so I want you to hit the other thing real quick. Like you said, there's good stories that are from North Florida that you wrote about, like Gators and so on, that were up at the Combine.
Yeah, Jack Pyburn is the Bulls kid who was at Florida for 3 years, finished up at LSU. 265 pounds. I think he's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker than a strong side defensive end, so that probably takes him out of the Jaguars' plans. And then Carson Beck, Mandarin product, Georgia, then Miami. He talked to the media today. He's been training in Jacksonville since 3 days after Miami lost to Indiana. So he goes, there's been no breaks for him. So day 3 pick, but I think he can carve out a really nice career as a backup because of his knowledge of offenses and also just his efficiency at Florida. But real quick, guys, I just want to bring up one thing is the salary cap got announced today at $301.2 million. Probably about $5 million lower than teams expected. The Jaguars right now are over the cap. They'll get under because they have to. But this really, I think, sort of paints a better picture of how inactive they're going to be on those first couple of days of free agency.
Okay, so
wait, so real quick,
yeah,
and I'm sorry to interrupt, Joe. So by you saying that, do you think they're out of the Max Crosby Sweepstakes?
No, but I think what it has to do is if you make a deal like that or any other player, is you got to have money going out. It cannot just be a draft pick trade right now. You have to throw somebody who's making big money to get a big money player. So that to me is the big takeaway from this salary cap is. And that's the reason I put Trayvon Walker in that deal last month, is to acquire that money, you need some cash going out.
All right, I like that part of it, but I want to ask you one other part of that. Do you buy in, or are you sharing in the idea? Walter Football put an idea out that the Jaguars are looking to extend Trayvon. You still have to sign him if you're going to move him, correct? But what do you think about that report?
I wouldn't extend Trayvon Walker right now for anything. He's playing on the 5th-year option. That contract is guaranteed. I would say, hey, we have not seen enough from you to warrant a $20 million a year contract. If you want to stay here, you're going to have to prove it. So yeah, that to me, I would not extend Walker, even if it does give you some, temporary salary cap relief.
You can't get away from the fact 2 double-digit sack seasons, both 10, and then also 2 either 3.5 or less. So you can't get away from it.
Yeah, last year was sort of a wash, because of injuries, and they talked about moving him inside on 3rd downs. Well, that's what 10, 12 plays a game. Is that worth $20 million a year? I don't think so.
All right, good stuff, man. Safe travels. We appreciate it. You can check out all of his stuff, Jacksonville.com, the Florida Times Union, and on X at Ryan O'Halloran. Thanks, bro.
All right, take care, fellas.
All right.
I'm going to go kneecap.
I'm going to kill E.T. We love him. Let me just tell you something. If anyone is looking to hire E.T.,
the hype man, bro.
He is a hype man.
He's it.
He's a hype man.
And so this is proof. He is coming to Prime.
Who knew a
Pine Royale?
9-hole golf course needed a hype man?
Exactly, that part.
It's so much more than that, bro.
All right, we will keep it rolling before we are done. Rain might be starting to fall here in beautiful Callahan, right here on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Leon Cersei here, your lemon pepper guy. You know Wingstop always delivers, and I'm just not talking about the cook-to-order, hand-sauced, and tossed chicken sandwich in your choice of 12 mouth-watering flavors. I'm not talking about their homemade ranch so good that wouldn't blame you if you double-dipped. I'm talking about Wingstop delivers straight to your door. And did you know they open until 1 a.m.? So visit wingstop.com or use the app to get the flavors delivered right to your door, late night, only at Wingstop.
There's a magic in live radio that crackles with life and energy.
Let's go home!
Your home for live play-by-play is 1010XL.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
Hi, Jacksonville. This is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine by the Dr. James Andrews. Wintertime is upon us, and you may notice you wake up in the morning with some aches and pains in the shoulders and knees. If this happens to you, don't forget, stay mobile to try to reduce stiffness in your joints. And if that doesn't work, come see me at Bari Orthopedics, where we can treat you with cortisone injections and platelet-rich plasma injections and other non-invasive needs. Visit me at bariorthopedics.com.
Something new is swinging into town, and you're invited. Pine Royale Golf is celebrating its grand opening, February 27th from 11 to 3. Come tour the property, enjoy free limited play on the Trackman driving range, plus giveaways, contests, and free snacks. Dress in your best funky golf style for photos and prizes. Take a shot at the $500 hole-in-one challenge. It's golf, games, and good vibes. Search Pine Royale Callahan to learn more.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Quality work is sometimes hard to come by these days, and if you want quality and a fence that'll last, make the call to Duval. Duval Fence, that is, a good Jacksonville company with good Jacksonville people committed to quality service. If you need a fence for your home, for a business, anything, just call Duval Fence at 260-4747. Give them an idea of what you're looking for, and they'll take care of the rest. Property fence, privacy fence, pool, or pets. Make sure you call Duval Fence today.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is trust the tape, bro. Just trust the tape.
Yeah.
Just do it. I'll just talk about Ruben Bain and his short arms. The film don't lie. Honest God don't lie. Your player's your resume. He's a football player that loves to play the game of football. Same thing when I was with the Steelers. I didn't have the measurables in the combine. Had a pretty decent pro day. But you heard what Bill Cowher said. He said, we drafted Leon because of his toughness.
If you knew he had 31-inch arms with your intel that you did, your book on your, would you eat him alive?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, my golden moment is I'm going to give you a little peek into the way the sausage is made here. Getting ready to rain here. We're out in the middle of it all under a tent, and we literally got this thing set up, back going live in about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I've learned one
Kudos
thing.
to Josie, who is the legend.
I'm
legend.
I'm jack of all trades, master of none, but I know when to go. You know what I mean? And you don't have much time, and you just go ahead.
No, there's none of that. It might rain. We're going.
Yeah. You unplug and you grab everything you can possibly get your hands on, and you get to shelter. And then I looked at one dude. This one dude was over here in the corner holding court. He had 3 women I think he was going to get a phone number from. And I said, bro, you got to work that away, man. You got to work that over there, okay? You got to clear out. He goes, all right, ladies, come on. And so he bowed and moved out quickly. But the golden moment here at Pine Royale, obviously, is what they've been doing today. And they definitely put on a great event. And obviously the weather held off long enough for ET to ruin our show, but other than that, it was fine. I can't wait to give ET grief.
He's also helping to break down out there now too.
Yeah,
So
listen,
we'll
I also had you guys turn down every answer that Ryan was giving. So honestly, the listeners didn't have to hear that. Thank you.
Okay, good. Because I was giving him grief earlier.
He was in rare E form.
Oh my God, he was. Yeah,
and he was
like
right behind you. Everywhere on this golf course, he has to be right there.
Listen, all he needed was a clock. He was Flavor Flav.
but it was like, this is a 9,000 acre facility, something like that. But anyway, they definitely have it set up nice and had the buses in, and I think the buses are loading back up now. But we had a good time.
What a place, by the way.
Yeah,
what a place. Man.
It's cool.
You got to come down here and check it out. Or up here.
And I'm going to go see my dude, Ernest, and the folks from Mocama on the other side of 95 in just a little bit and check them out, because you get up to Nassau, you got to at least stick around a little bit. But we had a good time today, that's for sure. All right, so a couple of other things that like Jack Pyburn is one of the guys that Ryan O'Halloran brought up. He was an NIL guy that left the Florida Gators. He played at the bowl school from Jacksonville, went and signed with Florida. He was ticked off at that defense that was being run with our dude,
Could have easily been
Austin Armstrong.
Could have easily been credited with the guy that saved that season 2 years ago.
Austin Armstrong, we called him the late, great, rest in peace, Chris Farley.
He's the guy who went to Billy Napier and said it's not working.
He told him. And they basically, that's when they got Roberts more involved in terms of putting together a defense, and it changed. But Pyburn left. He went to LSU. There's a couple of good players that have come off that LSU defense this year under the guy with 2 first names, Blake Baker. And so he is a guy, I don't know where he goes or where he fits, but it was interesting what O'Halloran had to say about him.
He's another one of those tough guys. Another one of those tough, mentally, physically tough guys. I mean, you could make a point and argue that his production wasn't what it could have been or should have been.
Right.
But he made plays. He absolutely made plays. And he's a guy that's a football player. He's a legit football player.
All right, so this is the combine guy, Leon, and I want you to tell me what you think about this. Sonny Styles, O'Halloran mentioned it, many others have mentioned it, that when he went and did his workout as a linebacker from the Buckeyes, he was going to steal the show. Everyone predicted it, and obviously he did it. 6'5", a behemoth of a man that can fly. Are you ready for this? Sonny Styles at the 2026 Combine, according to NFL Researcher, 6'5", he is taller than Mike Evans, faster than George Pickens, quicker than Patrick Peterson, jumps higher than Devonta Adams, more explosive than Derwin James, and heavier than Trent Cole. Are you buying this guy's going to be a superstar like that?
I need to see the film.
That's a lot of pressure.
Well,
That's a lot of pressure.
watch the film. He's a dude.
Well, if he's a dude, then he's a dude. Okay.
He's an All-American this year. He's a legit dude.
Okay.
Okay, but
so his stock is just going up.
He'll be like a top 5, top 6 pick.
Now.
No, before all that. Well, now he will because that reinforces the tapes. All that does.
Gotcha.
Well, I do believe. I love that.
He's not playing linebacker. He's playing edge in the NFL.
Playing edge?
Yeah, he'll be a 3-4 edge.
Yeah, with those numbers.
Yeah, of course.
That's what he's going to end up looking like. I'm looking to see if I can find Mel's latest mock.
Now, he only had 1 sack last year. You sure you're going to put him at edge?
He was playing linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd put him at edge. You see those measurables?
All right.
But I'm the same guy that would put Devin Lloyd at edge, and I'm an idiot for saying that.
Chill out, Trent Baalke.
6'5". His 40 was 4.46. I watched him run the 40 yesterday, and I went, it was a job.
Oh, he's a grown man now. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
He's a grown man.
No, he was very productive at Ohio State.
All right, your vertical jump was what?
It was not good.
No? I thought you called
28. It was 28 the pro day. My pro day was 28.
So it wasn't like hacker vertical jump.
Oh, no. Come on now. I'm an athlete.
There is no such thing as a hacker vertical jump. Let's be real. But the broad jump was 11 feet 2 inches. The vertical jump was 43.5. There was just some stuff that just kind of blew my mind.
That's off the charts type of stuff right there, bro. I mean, 11.2 broad jump?
Yeah.
That's explosive.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
But here's the other thing about this, and this is what Leon said. He went from a really, really good, bona fide first rounder to a top 10, may even be top 5 because of the combine.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I think the combine just
they fell in love with him
all.
even more.
Well, the combine backed up his tape, is what it did.
Yeah.
And those are the guys where you're like, all right, he's a can't miss.
Now let's ask a college football question. How did Ryan Day, with $40 million, assemble such a good football team and get knocked out of the college football playoff when they did?
He played a really good Miami team.
Yeah.
Short arm Miami team.
Yeah, no less. Short arm, no less. Yeah, he played a really good Miami team that could run the ball and play defense.
Yeah,
because Carson made some big throws.
If you start to look, and this does not even count Carson.
You know what else
back.
Miami can do? Affect the quarterback.
Yeah. You will have roughly a half dozen Ohio State Buckeyes / Miami Hurricanes.
Yes.
Possibly going in the first 20.
Yes.
21
Dude,
picks.
Julian Sand wasn't even close to having any kind of pressure or stress until that game.
Yeah.
Once that game arrived, that was it, man.
There is no doubt in my mind.
They got him completely out of his game.
Yeah, and that's what I love.
From the pick 6 forward.
Yeah. And so that's why, going back to the original part of this, we'll wrap it up in just a second. It's starting to get lively here in Callahan, okay?
The drinks are kicking in.
Oh, my gosh, they love it. They love it. But we'll just finish it up. That's why you're right back drafting along that defensive front with your first pick in this draft. We'll wrap it up coming up in a bit on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts. Bret Michaels Live and Amplified Tour with special guest Tesla. March 8th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. Voted one of the most electrifying and engaging shows on tour. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com. Bret Michaels and Tesla. The party starts now.
It's time to upgrade your ride and trade in your Tesla for luxury with a brand new Cadillac EV.
At Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, we have over 30 Cadillac EVs to choose from.
Feel the power of instant torque and enjoy the range that takes you farther.
You love your Tesla, but it's time to elevate your ride.
Trade in your Tesla today at Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com.
You pick the color and drive away today.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron, totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La playa awaits.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, the rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500. Or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Fred Taylor. If you've been in an auto accident, you need a team who knows how to get you back on your feet and back to your life. At North Florida Medical Center, they don't just treat the injury, they treat the whole person, from physical therapy to pain management. North Florida Medical Center has a team of experts ready to help you heal and recover. I trust the team here at North Florida Medical Center, and you can too. So don't wait. Call North Florida Medical Center and get the care you deserve.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs, or maybe a logoed stick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
You know, I think academics has been really good here. I told the team here in my first team meeting in January, they had a 3.6 GPA. I told them I'd be okay with a 3.0 and more than 10 wins. Like, that'd be fine with me. But
this is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
That's the Gators head coach, John Summerall, talking about the GPA versus the W-L, the win-loss record. 3.6 GPA. You want that on your debate team, Big Sirs, but do you want it on your football team?
No, you don't. No. 2.5 right here.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't mind it.
No, you wouldn't
You
mind
could have
it.
3 and 6
Yeah,
and 10
that's
wins.
true.
You'd be very happy.
Well, of course, but that wasn't happening. But I like the way he.
Well, that also had something to do with you're down 13-7 to Miami in the fourth quarter. You got the ball and you go run.
Exactly. That showed a lack of GPA.
Yes,
from Billy Nopier.
Billy Nopier.
But the thing I'm laughing about more than anything else is at least he has a sense of humor when it says, "Hey, academics are important. I'll take a 3.0, but that ain't the end all. My rear end will get run out of town if I have a good GPA and a bad win percentage."
Listen,
Right?
my offensive coordinator at Miami told me this. He said, "Listen, we're here at Miami. We're here to win championships." He said, "If you wanted an education, you should have took your ass to Harvard." That's what he said.
And look, as I think Matt might have said it a week or so ago, whatever. I know we've all shared in it because I joke a little bit about where are the transfer portal problems when it comes to academics. We have one example of Trinidad Chambliss not having a course accepted by Ole Miss that he was trying to bring in from Ferris State. The bottom line is we don't talk about academics at all anymore. And so
Joe, they've eliminated the ACT and the SAT as an entrance exam. They don't use it anymore. Think about that.
Yeah.
They have 16 core classes, high schoolers, to complete with a 2.3 average. In other words, a C minus. If you get an average of C minus on 16 core classes, you're in a college.
Yeah. And I way back when they would
Our best and
accept
brightest.
when they would accept that GPA, they got, and look, the Prop 48, it was a 2 point, you were below 2.0.
Yeah.
And Leroy Butler tells the great story all the time. He was a Prop 48 kid, and if Bobby hadn't believed in him, he never would have made it. And obviously, he's a hell of a lot smarter now than he was then, but he didn't give a rat about really doing anything in class. And his,
right, but
his
he
grades
worked when he was a Prop 48 and got on the field.
Exactly.
Which is another thing they're eliminating.
Yeah.
Failure now is no longer is no longer used in college sports because if you fail in this school, guess what? You just go to the next school and they'll pay you.
Well, there's no consequences for bad behavior.
Yeah, none.
Yeah. And so that's definitely a big deal. And I tell you what, if the golf gods did anything right, they said, we're going to drop a passel of rain on you, but we're going to do it after you finish your little ceremony.
Right.
All right, let's do this right now.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Handing it off to Helmets and Heels. Lauren Brooks joins us now. We are in a rainstorm, a serious rainstorm, Lauren.
I can hear it coming down behind you. Did no one check the weather app this morning?
Oh, yeah, we did. We did. And we knew it was.
Maybe more than rain
yeah,
there, JJ.
I think they're done. And what timing, too. So let us know what's coming up on the show today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk some Jaguars, as always. Also, I have an interesting question, JJ, and you don't get nearly as much time to think about this as Tom and Taylor do. But if you could ask an NFL draft prospect, someone in their life, but you only get to pick one person in their life, who would you interview in order to learn the most about that NFL draft prospect?
Mother.
The mom? Okay. But mom's going to say only glowing things about said prospect. Yeah, it takes a while to think through.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe my mom specifically would be willing to tell you negative things about me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So she always
I think
held
she
you
would
accountable.
want to do that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll still stick with mom.
Okay. And by the way, earlier on Jaguars Today, they were talking about the producer combine from many, many years ago between Hacker and Beef and Donna Murphy.
I never got to be in that.
I didn't either. It was before my time as well. But they were talking about, who would do the best producer-wise. And basically, Dempsey said because you smoked back in the day, he wasn't sure about it, even though you run
Well, what
now.
would I have to do?
Yeah,
I mean, I
running
think
around this building.
ET would have me in lifting.
Okay.
But if we're running, I got everybody.
That's what
I'll
I
smoke
figured.
everybody here.
Yeah.
No question.
I feel like, you, RJ, ET would be a good competition, though.
For a bit. But then once it started getting past like a mile or however, I'm telling you, I would destroy everybody.
Well, like you said, you're a runner. And then one of their challenges back then was the best guest you can book in an hour. You have 60 minutes to book the very best guest.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you got to go through that phone quickly.
I think I would do pretty well. I would just ask for some favors from some people.
I was going to say, you would just text Leon and be like, can you get me Mario Cristobal or Carson Beck or someone like that?
Yeah, Denny, he would be a good one.
Oh, yeah, Denny would be an excellent one, that's for sure. Yeah, so you'd do fine in that. My phone, not so good. I would not book any famous guests. But yeah, we'll talk some college baseball as well.
Huge series.
Huge, but we are
Canes
mortal
versus Gators.
enemies right now.
Absolutely. We're 10-0. You guys are 9-1 on a 9-game win streak. I'm looking forward to watching this.
Yeah, 10 versus 17. And our only loss, as you probably are well aware of, was the very first game of the season, losing to UAB. Florida fans thought the season was going to come to an end right then and there, and then bounce back, certainly. All right, so we got a lot coming up, and thanks to the boys.
Thank you. I think they're on the phone right now, so they'll sign
good.
off.
All right.
Guys, you there? Oh, I guess not. All right, well, thank you very much to the boys, and everybody have a good weekend.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
What is the name of this?